Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mayfly Disc Golf made by amateurs for amateurs. I'm Andrew here with Randy May.
How are you doing, Andrew?
Doing great. We're going to be doing the back nine coverage here at Mitch Park or Ty F. Cunningham here in Edmond, Oklahoma. We're going to be looking at hole 10. That's going to be a par 3, 308 feet. Typical play is just going to be taking a big wide hyzer, kind of taking it up in the air a little bit and letting it fade towards the left where the basket's around the corner there.
Yeah, this is on the long.
So we've got Taylor on the tee first. Knowing Taylor, I'm sure he's going to go for big hyzer.
Yeah, still in his orbital with MVP. That's a great shot.
Great shot. Looks like it kind of faded out a little bit early, but not too bad.
Yeah, I was just trying to get out there, so I had to look towards the basket. And I got there pretty good, but I'm dealing with this low ceiling tree here. And that was actually my Sapphire. I put that back in my bag just for upshots, and I kind of didn't get it on a hyzer to get it moving over.
Yeah. Big birdie bid from Taylor there. And he very confidently is going to go up for his putt.
Yeah, I didn't have anything there.
Yeah, that's a tough low ceiling.
My score's been so bad this round. I feel better pitching up. I'm not killing my score anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hole 11 is 308 feet as well. This one's a tricky one. So on the longs, you've got sort of this wide open fairway here, tree down the middle, and then you've got a trail that leads to the left. What a great skip there.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of this position that you want to play for is playing a forehand, getting it around the tree. So you've got to look for the...
Yeah, he's going to be a little pinched off. You really want to stay left on the fairway there if you can.
Yeah, it's much better to stay left on the fairway. You'll have a better look at the basket. And you can kind of see where Randy's throwing there around that corner. That's exactly where the basket's at.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very tough to be able to get there, and make it in for the birdie. I feel like this is one of those, it's one of the holes that's kind of a true par 3.
Sure is.
I don't see a lot of people birdieing
it. So once again, I just said lay up.
Yeah, absolutely. Good little putt there.
Yeah. Taylor's gonna have a nice little putt from in the trees.
Tough position. Really tough position.
No problem.
Good putt. Yeah. Putting is so tricky. It's one of the things that's like, it's hard to stay consistent with putting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hole 12, it's 313 feet, par 3. This one plays two ways. You can play in between the trees there, throw something nice and flat and straight, or you can try and go over the trees and go for a big hyzer shot. The basket's around that tree there that Taylor just hit and to the left of it.
Yeah, and that's normally my play. But, of course, Mr. Hyzer guy, I shot this clear over to the left side of the fairway. And I thought, man, I'm going to be in trouble over there. But I actually had to look at the basket.
Really?
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. Yeah, that's very interesting. Most of the time people get pinched off in that area and usually have to throw either tomahawk or thumber or pitch out from that position. So that was a great look.
Yeah.
Very surprising. That's a great approach.
Yeah, nice approach. They had just had a tournament there last weekend, and you can see the OD marked up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange seeing the OB marks because typically, on this course, especially during the winter and stuff like that, you're not seeing a lot of the markers and stuff.
Mm-mm.
That was a great putt.
Staying alive at a 7. Ew,
All
embarrassing.
right, this one's a tough one. Hole
Uh,
13, par 4, 452 feet. Camera's showing kind of where you want to land for the most part. You want to crash yourself in those trees and then have somewhat of a look at the basket that's probably another 150 feet, maybe 180 feet from where that tree line is.
yes, that's easy. Now, Taylor threw on the other side of that big pine tree. If the basket would have been up on the front position, he would have had a nice birdie look, but it's on the long. And there I hyzered out again.
Yeah, this one's tricky. So if you play on the short tee on this hole, it's fairly easy. It's, you know, it's maybe a 300-foot shot, and the basket's just tucked behind a tree. If you play the par 4 and play it on the long, this is probably one of the hardest. This probably is the hardest hole on the course. These trees just throw everybody for a loop, and they're all over, so they block every sort of throw that you can, try and get clean.
Lucky you have a left and a right gap, though, or, depending on where you land. That was a pretty good upshot there.
Yeah, I think that was perfect, and that's the best that you can do from that position.
And that was a good upshot.
That was a great upshot as well.
When
Nice
we
putt.
started off this round, it was kind of cool and a little bit of wind, not crazy wind, but then it just kind of started warming up over time a little bit.
Yeah. Did the wind get any better as you guys started going on the back nine?
It really didn't.
Yeah.
But
Luckily on this course, because of all the tree coverage and stuff, the wind isn't the worst on this course.
yeah, you can play 15-mile-an-hour wind or more on this course and still get by pretty well.
Yeah. You just have to keep everything on low. Then this is a perfect example. Hole 14, 373 feet. It's a par 3. Big wide open fairway. If you get the disc above the tree line, the wind starts messing with it drastically. It completely changes the flight because you're feeling something totally different when you're tucked behind all the trees here.
So that, again, we talk about in the front nine, that's my turn disc. And a guy from Blue Point over there, the owner, turned me on this. Man, you ought to try this disc. And I really loved it. And you saw how kind of stable it was. It really dived down on me.
Yeah, is the turn in the Star Plastic?
I believe that's Champion.
Champion? Yeah, I mean, Champion, you're going to get a little bit more stability out of it than you would Star Plastic or trying to think of all the plastics that turns come in. G-Star's way understable. And I don't know I'm sure you can find a turn in some DX plastic, but whoa, almost popped out there.
Yeah, I bogeyed this hole. My upshots weren't on target today, so.
Yeah. But, like what I was saying, the disc plastic is going to vary. But I feel like, a turn in some Champion plastic is probably a great disc for you.
So here's a shorty.
Yeah, this is probably the easiest hole in the course. 220 feet, hole 15. It's a par 3. You can see the basket just shy of the right, but, pretty much straight from the tee. A lot of people are going to play a forehand, just like what you're seeing Taylor do here. And then it puts you, even if you crash into a tree or anything like that, it still puts you within, 30 or 40 feet from the basket.
I'm really happy that I got a big slide because that was a terrible throw.
I was going to say, honestly, that was a pretty cool shot. You don't, a nose up, backhand, skip off the ground and get an Annie skip. That's pretty cool. Now, tough break for Taylor. That would have been a great birdie for him.
Look.
Another chain out. That is
Yeah, he wasn't too happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, this is my Matty-O. I'm gonna see if I can put my sunglasses on.
You got to
They
put them
don't
on
fall
a
off.
I was gonna say you got to put them on a little bit looser so they can fall off your face. As someone that plays with glasses, my glasses don't fall off nearly as often as Matty-O's does.
No.
So a hole 16, it's 327 feet. It's par 3. It's just past the tree line here, probably about 40 or 50 feet. A lot of the times you're just going to see people try and throw a nice straight shot and get it through these trees as best as you can. I have seen a couple of people throw a really, really wide forehand over the top, but you've got to have so much power in order to get that height. And
Yeah,
get
I
the
think this is
distance.
my Hades here. Look at that flip up.
Yeah, and that's a perfect amount of flip. And that right there, that puts you in a great position.
Yeah, I was really happy with it. I mean, I'm still not, for me, not, for a close putt, but I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always forget, on this hole, there's another play. So if you get, oh, that was a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
break for Taylor. But if you get off to the far left of the on the fairway here, you've got this weird open look to the basket. But it puts you probably 80 feet, at best.
Yeah, but you don't have to contend with trees. Now, Taylor is just, I don't know what he's doing.
Having a
but
hard time with the
he
putts
is
right
just, this is not his hole. This killed his score.
now. Yeah, because what is he? This is a double bogey? Triple?
Yeah.
Double.
So, now you remember that? Remember when we were in Emporia and I got that Cunningham dish shirt?
Yeah. All right, hole 17, par 3, 306 feet. Deceivingly difficult. You've got this open gap here between the trees that some people, if they can just throw a nice flat straight shot, that's great. Most of the time, you're going to see people playing big hyzer over the top and just trying to get there. Backhand or forehand is totally feasible on this hole.
Yeah, I'm throwing a wave here because I love the wave, and I kind of got it hyzered again. I gotta get rid of that hyzer out of my hand.
Truth be told, it wasn't a bad hyzer. It actually put you. At least you didn't crash into the trees because it ended up being just enough hyzer to get it past.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had to look at the basket to par out, so I was happy.
Yeah. Kind of a lucky break, and then that was a great approach.
I think he was trying to hit me.
I can imagine. It's all because of the last hole. He was just upset.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great bid for birdie, though, on Taylor's behalf. I mean, trying to recover from that last, shot. That's a tough one. So.
Yeah, we had a fun time on this round. I mean, it was just, a day that finally had some good weather.
Yeah. Now we're finally at hole 18.
I hate this
is
hole.
a part 3. Unless you're playing a backhand, this hole is real tough. Or unless you're playing forehand, excuse me. It's a tough hole. Oh man. And that's exactly the spot that you do not want to be in.
The wind caught my disc, and we had a left to right wind. And I
that
threw a really
doesn't help.
unstable disc, thinking, I didn't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is a tough hole. I mean, like I said, unless you're playing forehand on this, backhand is just not. It's way too difficult. You've got to get a perfect amount of turn, and you have to make sure that the wind doesn't push against you. And you have to get it so far to the right. Just everything's working against the backhand player here.
Yeah,
That was a
a roller
great
is a
roll.
good play on this hole too, but the wind was going left to right. There was just no way a roller was going to work. Now I was coming out of the woods and I kind of threw a roller through there, and I really didn't try to judge my how hard I should throw it very well, and I threw it too far.
Yeah, it almost looked like it hit a tree branch, popped up, and then continued rolling. I don't even know if really that was because of the power you put behind it. I think it might have just had an unlucky break and ended up, going a little bit further than you expected.
Yeah, you know,
And that's a great par save from Taylor.
if you kids are watching, go buy a basket and practice putting.
It's the one thing, you have to stay consistent on. Once you have your putt down, you're pretty much golden. You can work on drives, and I know that those are fun, but if you can get good solid putts, then it just makes a world's difference when you're playing disc golf.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and leave a like and come see us again.
Yeah, shoot us a message if you'd like to do any coverage or anything with us, and yeah, make sure and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the course.